Hey, John Kavakis here from My Take, and today I want to talk to you about SMTS. Now, this is the name of a company that we've heard bandied about with Brooklyn for the last couple of years or so. Maybe we don't know a whole lot about them. First, let me tell you what SMTS stands for. It stands for Scale Model Technical Services. Now, they're a UK-based company. Been around since 1983. Started by Keith Williams and a guy named John Allen. John Allen is still an active partner, but not as much as he was before. And Simon Elford now works alongside Keith. And of course, we've heard Simon's name in relation to Brooklyn. So they make white metal model cars. They also make planes, boats, ships, and they make commercial items as well. We've seen some pretty neat commercial machinery come out of them. So not everybody is as familiar with SMTS as they might be, but you might be more familiar than you think, because they are the makers of Conquest, Madison, and Western models in white metal. They also have their own full range of white metal models that they make available as well. And just a few years ago, they came under the same umbrella as Brooklyn did, and that's when Simon Elford began to oversee the operations at Brooklyn. And for the last 10 years or so, SMTS has been using the business model that Brooklyn recently adopted, and SMTS has been very successful at it. And of course, we all know Brooklyn was in the process of moving. Some people asked why they moved. Well, you know, the landlord raised the rent. He's got plans for developing that property. So long-term, Brooklyn had to find another place to go. They found a place that is ideal for them. They've gotten moved in. They're just about ready to set up. And from everything I hear, they're ready to start production again in November. And that business model that SMTS has been using for so long, and that Brooklyn has adapted to their operation, is successful so far. It's working, and so that's good news for all of us, because SMTS and Brooklyn are the only white metal model makers left in the world. So this is old world craftsmanship, and they're making the best out of it. They're making the best models we've ever seen. Both companies are. So Brooklyn has a great website. SMTS has their own full range of models that they make. It only makes sense that there'd be some overlap in marketing, and we've seen some SMTS models show up on the Brooklyn website, and we've got a few here to give you an idea of what they make and what they look like. So we're going to take a look at them. I've got an Aston Martin DB5 Zagato. I have an Aston Martin DB5. I have an Aston Martin Hellman Coupe, and we have a Mustang Boss 302. So we're going to get them on the turntables here and take a look at them, and I'll tell you a little bit more about where you can buy them and so on and so forth. So let's just take a look at what we have here. We'll take a look at this Aston Martin Zagato first. It's a beautiful green color. There's a lot of detail here. You got to look closely to see it. The Aston Martin itself didn't have a whole lot of bright work, but they've done some really neat things here. Surrounds around the covered headlights. The emblems are picked out really well, and the window surrounds are just beautifully done, very much to scale, very well. The finish is a really nice mint green type of color, and so, you know, it's a really nice car. We also have a light blue metallic Aston Martin DB5. It's another really good looking model with excellent detail, a really nicely done grille with some incredible wire wheels, great surrounds around the windows, a really nice deep finish. Matter of fact, it's a beautiful finish. It's very lustrous, and really great lensing front and rear. Nice model. Let's take a look at this Aston Martin Hellman Coupe. I don't know, you know, not Hellman, I'm sorry, it's Headlam. It's a Headlam Coupe. I don't know where these names come from. I'm sure they have some meaning, but this too is a beautiful car. Fantastic lensing on those big headlights out front. A lot of intricate chrome detail. Nice detail in the interior, hard to see because it's all black. The black wire wheels on this with the knockoff hubs are just little works of art. They're absolutely beautiful. That's a really nice model that harkens back to a more luxurious day. We also have the Mustang. This is a Boss 302 Mustang. Was driven by George Fulmer. number 16. I'm sure there's history behind that. I'm not well versed in this. People like Arv Gorsing can tell us about it. But this is another nicely detailed car. Great raised yellow letter tires, wheels, window surrounds, nice finish. All of the details there, including a lot of little racing doodads, the clamps and everything for the windows, and great graphics. So all 4 of these models are available on the website. The website also has Lotus Esprit in a variety of different colors. There are a couple of 1/18th models there. There's a 143rd 1928 Golden Arrow land speed record car. And take a look at those Lotus Esprits. They're 1992. They're really nice colors. The 143rds are $156 or so, £135 are the price. You can see them at brooklynmodels.com. And you know, we've got a few here. We're at the Chicago show. We know Brooklyn's a friend of the hobby, and they're very kind to be able to supply us with examples of things that we might not normally see in person for these shows that we do. And you know, Tom Kinney and Carl and I really enjoyed being out meeting people at the shows. We had Skip Johnson help us and Ed Davis as well. So we enjoy that, and Brooklyn enjoys the support they get when we do the shows. So this is SMTS, and again, SMTS and Brooklyn are the only ones that are left making white metal models. So, you know, these things are precious, and they're beautiful, and they do a great job with them. This is my take. Thanks for watching. If you have a moment before you leave, would you do me a favor and click the like button down there? I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. We got a lot of stuff that we're doing videos on. We're doing a little bit of a video marathon right now. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll be back again soon.